This broadcast is not available. It's saying, what the fuck?
On X or on here?
On X.
Because maybe because you got to get it started on here first. Here, I'm trying to see if we're live. If we are live, hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello.
It says we're live on my
Well,
channel.
it says like, look, it says it did something, and it said broadcast not available. I don't want to end the stream, so we're gonna go like this. You are live. Edit, remove. Boom, boom.
You could try it on X.
Holy shit! I don't know what just happened here.
Yeah. Oh, it's live on X.
We're on.
We're live, folks.
We are
Welcome.
live, ladies and gentlemen. How
Welcome.
we doing? How we doing? We are in. Even Mrs. Buds has said we are here. She goes, I can see you. I don't know if she's on X or on.
There is 6 people watching on X right now. We are breaking records, folks. We're breaking records.
This is the first live Buds in reality ever in the history of Buds. We are here. Welcome to the Buds in Reality Show, the #1 Liberty podcast in Detroit. I am Sean Collins, the guy with a lot to say, and we are here on election night with Blooded the Brave, my man, my guy. What is up? How you doing?
Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Call lines are open. If you haven't gotten a card, you can reach out now. We're taking calls tonight. We're in constant infomercial grift mode. It's election night, guys. We're live with Buds in Reality. This card right here, the most disturbing of them all, the Jimmy Savile Traders baseball card. How disturbing is that? Get your mind shook. If you're tuned in right now and you're not prepared to get your mind shook and cracked open, then find another channel. Get out of here.
This will be the most base live on the circuit tonight. I promise you that. You guys have no idea what you're getting into, but I promise you this, it's going to be epic. We are at election night. I've been watching the polls. I've been seeing what's going on, you know, and as far as let's see what's going on here on the fake news app. As far as the fake news app, well, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like Trump has 105 electorals so far to Harris's 72.
Damn.
It looks like for the red, it looks like the Florida, South Carolina, Alabama, Kentucky, West Virginia, Indiana, Tennessee, Mississippi, Oklahoma, and Missouri are all in for the red. For the blue, it looks like Illinois, DC, Maryland, New Jersey, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, and Vermont are in for Harris. Wow.
Damn. Are they fighting?
I mean, they're going to be fighting, yo. You guys don't even understand.
Did Vermont invade Minnesota tonight, ladies and gentlemen? Is it all hands on deck? Are you all freaking out? Are you paying your local grifter as much money as possible to be told to vote for I don't think we should cuss, but for an owner? Did you go out and vote today? Sean, did you vote?
You want to know what? I did vote today, but I'll tell you what I tell you what I did. I wrote in Ron Paul. I wrote in Ron Paul for president because I'm not voting for any uniparty asshat who's going to bury me in debt and more war. That's what I'm not doing.
Look at you. I like it.
What I did do was vote for my homies on the Michigan ballot because they're my homies. That's what I did today.
Yeah,
and then I actually wrote you in on something. I wrote you in for one of our circuit judges or something like that. I wrote you in. I wrote in Zach Attack. I wrote in Noel Olin from the Cajun Libertarian. He got some votes today.
That's fantastic. I actually ran for office, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm validated. I'm certified. I am not just a rebel rapper. I am a politician who won an election. So you should come over to my house, bow down, and lick boots. You should cut my grass. If you motherfucking statist slaves don't come over and clean my fucking yard. I mean, to tell you what, I voted 17 times today, to be honest, Sean. 17. I'm the most American of Americans. They played the theme song for Hulk Hogan right when I walked in to vote every time. And then I sold 5 of my votes. I sold one of my votes to a guy who doesn't speak English, and he gave me a Game Boy, and it was the best deal of a lifetime. way better than voting. I got a free Game Boy from a guy who's probably here illegal, and I could give a shit less because I'm not a status slave. I hope everybody had a great day today and didn't let an election bring you down.
I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, this is how this is going to go right now. Right now, as we speak, we have literally half of America and probably even more ready to go to war with their neighbor, their family members, their best friends, and whoever it may be over somebody who does not literally give a fuck about them or their family or their livelihood or anything. They don't care about you, not even a little bit.
Tell them, not even a little bit. That is exactly right. Not even a little bit. And everyone wants to lose family members over stuff like this. They want to lose long lost conversations with friends they haven't seen. And it is embarrassing, ladies and gentlemen. You are better than that. You're bigger than that. I just named my new album Ruby Ridge Kids because we're from a different time. And do not let the time we're from die, because people used to be able to carry on about their life and not let politics destroy their chance to have a great, joyous life with people around them. Don't fall for it.
You want to know what, dude? Since you brought up Ruby Ridge, the album, we need to talk about it because you just dropped your album, what, last week and a half ago, something like
October
that?
October 25th. And you can get yourself the Dick Cheney baseball card to go with it. I have it on a t-shirt because these just dropped, and this is legit. This is disturbing to see, and that was the point of printing the shirts and making the cards, because my art is here to disturb the comfortable people of the world. And I have fun doing it. I've been rapping for a long, long time. A lot of people might know me from way back. I know all your OG, actual, true libertarian activists from the Ron Paul days. I know most of your grifting friends and have interacted with them way before you found their account, probably 10 years ago. So I'm not just some run-of-the-mill schmuck. And I'm here to uplift and liberate you. And I appreciate you having me on tonight. I'm in infomercial mode. Pardon me, folks, but I did vote 17 times today. I'm a bigger and braver statist than you are.
And I love to see that you have Dick Cheney on your shirt, because that asshole, along with his daughter, have literally just endorsed Kamala Harris. Comrade Kamala Harris got the endorsement from Bush era neocons. Holy shit. Like, we're doing this, ladies and gentlemen. The Bush era neocons have joined forces with the bloodthirsty Democrats. And wow, what a time to be alive. What happened to the anti-war Democrat? We don't even know.
Where are they at? Where are they at? Where are they at? I don't even know. Where are they at? I mean, you're so right. It's crazy, man. But we need more people to step back and, like we're doing, relax, chill, and enjoy yourself, because they hate that. And you don't need to get caught up in this. The machine will go on, but what counters the machine is not what they do, which is they hate love, they hate happiness, they hate people coming together. So that's what we're doing. And that's why I love your message in your show. And you got a great open, free mind. I love that. I love that.
I try to keep it 100 as much as possible. We always slip, everybody slips every now and again. You might see some statism come out of me, and I don't mean it, but you know what? Nobody's perfect here.
Oh, it's all good. But I mean, you voted today. Like, I have friends who voted today, and they could carry on a conversation with me, and it's great that they can talk to me and not feel like someone's ridiculing them for. I mean, I'm for a free world, so in our society, if people want to be commies, they can. Just leave me alone.
That amen to that. Like, you can do you, I can do me. Let's stay the hell out of each other's way. You can run your commie bullshit. I'm going to run my anarchist commune, and we're going to do our thing, and we're going to be free. And you can do your little thing over there, and everything's going to be fucking hunky dory, dude.
Yep.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, it is all about. I mean, so what do you think is going on right now? I'm going to be myself. So, as I drop names, I don't care what anyone says or thinks about what you're getting a load of when you're dealing with me, because I am not like a normal streamer. I don't want all that, but I want to know, what do you think is going on with all those guys tonight? And they're all live, big names who never used to vote, who made a lot of money at advertising anarcho-capitalism and made a lot of money, at Anarchapulco and made a lot of money at all of these events. And tonight they're broadcasting, and they've spent 8 months to a year promoting Trump. These guys who I'm talking about, what do you think they're up to tonight?
You mean the 100? You mean the people with the 100K plus followers on Twitter or X?
Yep.
Or
what do you think they're doing?
Who've been saying, fuck the state and we need a different type of system and anarchy or libertarianism or whatever. And then all of a sudden we're going to turn the page and go, hey, y'all, we're going to go with this guy today because, well, whatever.
Those guys, I wonder what they're doing tonight. Do you think they're nervous at all since this show is going to end the selection season? What do you think they're going to do tomorrow? Oh, they're probably going to just make another 8 months worth of Trump content videos and become another drone of YouTube. But seriously, I mean, they got to kind of be a little like, oh, this is going to end. And some of them are so sick, they're hoping for violence and drama.
That's the last thing I want to see, honestly.
Same.
For real. Like, the last thing I want to see is violence in the streets. That is not what we need in this nation right now. And what would follow after that, if there was real violence in America, you would see the ultimate tyranny that you have never seen before. You guys thought COVID was bad. You guys thought 9/11 was bad. You thought that tyranny from those two situations, because I'm a Gen Xer. I don't know about yourself, but those were two big instances in my life where like people bowed down and said, whatever you need from us, we're going to do it, because they got scared.
Yep. That's exactly what they'll do.
No, there's no more being scared. You guys need to wake up. I'm telling you right now. And I'm going to tell you why you need to wake up, because these people in DC are lying to you about literally everything. They lied to us about 9/11. They lied to us about Iraq. They lied to us about Afghanistan. They lied to us about the housing market crash.
Yep.
They lied about everything and then turned around and bailed out their friends while all of us got bent over and got put down with no lube, period.
Yep. It's on with the show. I mean, it's really disturbing to see all the people who were so mad about COVID lockdowns and all that just cheer on for the state. I mean, I don't even have any beef with any of these politicians because I oversee them. I just watch it all like a show. You know what I mean? So I don't take it personal because I know that's their role. I know what they are and I know what I am. So you know what I mean? They don't like me. I don't like them. But it's really weird to see all these people go out and be so adamant that Trump is going to help or save them when the biggest scam that ever happened when they locked down the world was under his presidency. Now, if he got played and had to make that happen, then let's get to that. Let's figure that out and wear a tinfoil hat, please, because you should if you're living in this reality and you don't have a tinfoil hat on. But what do you think about that? Trump was president during lockdowns. Shit is super real. And a lot of grifting anarcho libertarians are out there saying, go vote for Trump.
You mean vote for the guy that locked down everyone? Yep. He's the one who brought 2 weeks to flatten the curve. You mean the guy that brought you the experimental vaccine, right? Because it was experimental. Nobody knew what the fuck it was. They're like, hey, we came up with this vaccine in 9 months, when anybody with a half a brain knows for a fact that it takes years, even decades, to come up with a legit vaccine. Talk to anybody in medicine, and they'll try to say, well, they've been working on it for like a decade or whatever, or however long it's been. You know what I mean? I'm like, well, how are they working on something that didn't exist? Really?
I mean, where's Fauci? You guys want to go vote? Like, I get it. The left is insane, but you don't become the left is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Radicalization of politicians. I call me radical all I want with my Dick Cheney shirt on. I'm not radicalized by thinking I can point a barrel of a gun at other people's heads and take their money. That's what government is, people. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not a fucking game.
And it's not a game. What they are here to do, straight up, when you go to the polls and you vote these people in, they're literally coming for your health, your wealth, and your property. You see it every day. You see it every day through eminent domain and taking people's property. You want to worry about your health? They're taking your health through the food that you eat every single fucking day of your life. They don't tell you to grow gardens. They're telling you to go to McDonald's. They're literally giving you ramen noodles to give to your family because they're $5 for $1 or whatever it may be. I don't even know how much they are anymore. It's been so long. But like, dude, they're telling you to eat stuff that has cancer-causing agents in it. They're spraying pesticides via Monsanto on your food. And you wonder where all the cancer's coming from. Do you think these people really care about you? You think the FDA has your best interests at heart? Absolutely not.
Not at all. And it's a shame. It's just weird to see. I don't know, man. It's weird to see. I get it. I get the left is that bad. And I watched, after they tried to unalive the president, I watched a lot of speeches from him, and I know what he is, but it's not going to save anything. I mean, especially the last minute home run, swinging for the fences, grifting of Ron Paul in the mix. That was disturbing to see. I didn't like that at all.
Actually, to be honest, I got a little excited about it.
I get it. I like it too, but look, you got
a little excited.
I'm the guy who doesn't like Elon Musk.
You mean the guy that complains about government spending yet receives billions and millions of dollars of fucking subsidies? Yeah. Your money, my money, and everybody's money? Are you shitting me right now?
I mean, it's not like I personally don't, I'm just saying I know what Elon does. He's a snake oil salesman. And he's trying to get in with Trump so he can continue all of his charades that are funded by the state. You know that. I know
absolutely,
you know that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But you can't be the guy complaining about government spending when you're receiving government spending. Yeah. Like, it's an oxymoron. It's jumbo shrimp. Welcome to the club, ladies and gentlemen. Like, what the fuck is going on here? This is so crazy. And the fact of the matter is like, is Donald Trump the best available option? Yes, he is. I'm going to go there and I'm going to say that. I'm not going to go out there and vote for the guy or simp for the guy or anything else. But he's on paper. Is he the best available option? Yes.
Yeah, options. That's the problem. There's more options, but they're not listed.
There are more.
They're not approved. I'm saying, where's the list? Like, so look, go ahead. I know what you're going to say. Do it.
Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. And this is from Lars Mapstead, who is my horse in the race for the Libertarian candidate. I love Lars. He had the resources, he had the plan, and that's just the way it was. But he didn't get chosen. What a damn shame. Look what we have now. But anyways, I digress. What is going on is... Oh man, I actually just lost my train of thought.
Well,
after all that, I just lost my train.
No, I know what you were gonna say because we were talking about options, but
this is what I'm gonna say that Lars brought up. Thank you so much for that.
No, you're good. You're good.
In 2020, over 1,500 people ran for president. Over 1,500. How many did you see on your ballot? Depending on your state, I live in Michigan. We probably had 7 or 8 people on our ballot.
That's a lot, 7 or 8. But that's the part that got me as a kid all the time is I did not understand why there wasn't more options.
And you're telling me 1,500 people, they couldn't come up with something better than Biden or Trump?
I mean, I think Joe Biden is fantastic after they cast him to the side. He's become like the greatest mockery of himself in politics. He's embraced it. He like wore the Trump hat. Like, he hates Kamala and he hates Trump. Like, this guy's secretly me right now. Joe Biden got stomped on by the state after his family abused him. He doesn't even know what's going on. His family are low life for what they did to him over the last 4 years. Like, and then all of a sudden now he's, he had to get cast to the side. So he says some wild shit. People think Trump does, but Joe Biden's been wild, and I love it.
I feel bad for Joe Biden. I truly do. I really do, because he didn't know what he was doing.
No.
He didn't know what he was saying.
His family is heartless, bro. That is
his wife
terrible.
belongs in prison for elder abuse, for real. And anybody else, any of his other handlers who put him out there to do that shit. Like, that debate with him and Trump, I actually felt sorry for the guy. I really did. Like, what the fuck is he even doing out there in the first place?
Yeah, that was disturbing.
Like, wow. And even Mrs. Buds hates politics, hates it.
I love it.
She does. But she edits my pod. It's great. You know what I mean? So she gets it or whatever. But even she was like, man, what are they doing to this guy? Like,
I know.
You know what I mean? Like,
I know. It's terrible, man. It's terrible. But look, all the old Democrats you were talking about, how do they feel? They didn't even get to choose their candidate. Like, I went through that. I was a delegate, alluding to why I was elected. I was a delegate for Ron Paul, and I saw it taken away in front of me. So that's why I don't play the game anymore. But I wonder about all those Democrats, if they feel like me now. They didn't even get to have a convention. They didn't get to select a candidate and Trump's their number one enemy, their ultimate bad guy, and they just whip someone out of thin air. It's like, wow, they must really not care about their base, the Democrats.
They don't, though. They've done this before. They did it to Bernie Sanders twice.
Yep.
In 2016, Bernie Sanders was on pace to beat Donald Trump.
Yeah.
And I will die on that hill, for real.
Yeah.
Bernie would have beaten Donald Trump in 2016.
I feel you. People, you're right. You're right.
Like, people were on fire for the guy. And then they turned around and they're like, yo, we're going to throw this Hillary out there because she's a woman or whatever. And that they shot themselves in the foot.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But then they did it again in 2020 with Biden. Like, Bernie was on the uprise in 2020 again, and they threw out Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Now, you know, let's be real right now. Like, you know, at the end of the day, the deciders have decided what they want before we even go to the polls. Like, anybody who goes to the polls, the deciders know, whether it be the Zionists, the central banksters, or whatever, you know, whoever it may be, which is usually the Zionists and, you know, the central banksters who run the show.
Yep.
I'll probably get kicked off YouTube tonight for talking about Zionists.
Nah.
But, you know,
it's historical facts. We're dropping banking knowledge. We're just corporate guys in a boardroom deciding the fate of humanity, just like politicians. I mean, bro, I voted 17 times today. We're heroes. They can't take us off YouTube. We're heroes. Look at you, looking spiffy tonight, and the get up, killing it.
I wore a black suit and a skull tie. The tie has skulls on it because I feel like election day is like a funeral. I really do, and I feel that way because we are about to be buried in massive debt. We are about to be buried in World War III. We are about to be buried in massive inflation. And these two candidates, one of them's going to win. Sorry, Chase Oliver and Jill Stein, you have no chance in hell. But you know what I'm saying? Like, one of these two candidates is going to win and has zero plan on what to do. They say, hey, we're going to do X, Y, and Z. You know, they always have these ideas, politicians, ideas, but they never give you a plan because they don't have one.
Nope. They don't. You're right. They don't. I mean, they got a plan, but it's not theirs. It's decided at the Ultimate Athletic Club of Bohemian Grove and up in Chicago in the bathhouses. And it's decided in the places that people mock, that say don't exist, but yet they're right out and open in front of your face. They decide all this shit, and they pimp and play everyone like pawns on a board. And they're all going to go to war with their brother and sister and their cousin over the ruler that they chose, the gang color that they chose. Red or blue, the state will eat you. Don't matter. You're food to them.
And they're doing it every single day. Like, literally, like, their plans that they're trying to, you know, sell to people during this, you know, this whole election cycle. All it is we're going to spend more money to combat spending more money. They have zero plan. And to Kamala Harris's credit, during the debate with her and Trump, you know, when they brought up healthcare, they stumped his ass. They did stump his ass because, you know, they're like, you don't have a plan. He's like, you know, cat got your tongue, homeboy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the same goes for her with economics. Like, she has no plan. And part of her plans for this, you know, I can't remember what she even calls it anymore. Fair economics or whatever it is. I don't remember the name she gives it, where she's going to give $25,000 to first-time home buyers. Number one, the housing market's going up $25,000, period.
Yeah.
That's how economics works. You do some dumb shit. Look at student loans. Look at student loans and tell me different. I'm telling you right now, that's how this is going to go. So $25,000 down payment for first-time home buyers. Homes go up $25,000.
Yep.
Who's paying for that? Where's that money coming from?
Like you said, they're voting to get more of our money to pay for more of their failed programs.
You know, and at the end of the day, every time they print more money, we lose every single time. Why do we think we had a massive inflation in 2021, 2022? No reason at all, other than between 2020 and 2021, 80% of the money that was ever printed in the United States was printed in those 2 years. And
That's
people,
unbelievable.
it costs $900 to go grocery shopping. You guys need to wake up to this stuff.
Yeah, this shit is super real. I'm here to remind everyone of the media masters who are on TV tonight, just drooling at the thought of taking over your mind, talking about the hype of this election. Those media masters, their numbers plummet every single day more and more. I want to give everybody good news tonight, ladies and gentlemen, because it is true. The mass media mind control machine is dying. Hollywood is dying. The icon itself is dying. People are rising. And it started like this when they laughed at all of us who went live and watched our favorite YouTuber. We took over everything. They have no more sway. We make our own movies. We make our own music. This is what I do. This is what Buzz does. This is the wave. This is the future. It began 20 years ago, but we can't be stopped. This charade will end because they have the real battles in the mind, like you were saying, with the money, they print everything, you know, everything, the battles in the mind, and they can't control the media like they once did. They can't. It's over.
Which is why we are seeing legacy media fall apart. Like literally the biggest news outlets, whether it be Fox, CNN, MSN, you know, ABC, whoever, Washington Post, New York Times, all those people have laid off 30 to 40% of their employees. Yep. Because it is over, ladies and gentlemen.
Same as in the movies.
Done.
They can't stop us. Same as in the movies. All their forced scripts trying to control people's thoughts and minds. We're all normal. We don't buy into the hate and control. And they're falling apart at the box office. They're falling apart out on the TV screen. They're falling apart everywhere, and they're desperate. They are desperate, guys. So they're going to do crazy shit, but just keep yourself in check because expect that they're going to do crazy shit and don't let it phase you.
Well, this is why they have all the, you know, Harris had Cardi B up there, and she's got, J-Lo up there, promoting her and at her rallies and shit, Lizzo and all these like musicians and stuff like that. And even Hollywood, because it is a weird place. Hollywood's fucked up, y'all. But anyways, I digress on that too. But, let's check this out for a minute. Like, why in the world are you going to listen to musicians, actors, actresses, whoever it may be, who are sports people, athletes, whoever it may be, who have the world at their fingertips and all the money they will ever need in their entire life? Why the fuck do you care what they think about politically? Because those people are set. They're just doing it to do it.
Yep.
And they're probably getting a kickback from it.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
I love it. Open your mind and do the research on these candidates and what's going to be best fit for you. Like, as a radical anarchist, I would love to see no government ever. Like, government is an evil poison. They're out to take your health, wealth, and your property. And they're also coming for your mind. They want you to be programmed robots walking this earth to do what you're told and keep working on the farm and shut the fuck up and pay your taxes.
That's right. That's right. That's what I've been talking about in all my music for all these years. That's why me and you hit it off, man, because it's real. It's multi-leveled and tiered. But I just wanted to remind people that it is an amazing time to see YouTube take over and how it can't be stopped. Media in itself is completely different. It's dead. The icons are dead. Somebody said, you're a radical. You voted LOL. We got our first super
Zach
chat.
Attack. Zach Attack's talking shit.
Zach Attack. Did you hit us with the super chat? I think he sent us $911 for this first question.
He did. Let's see. He's got. Dude, Zach Attack's been on this chat live. Oh, my homeboy Chad, too much Chingy for you tonight. There's never enough, dude. There's never enough. And we speak of Chingy, we're talking about weed. I might look Chinese tonight, maybe a little bit.
Get lifted, bro. Get lifted. The chat is going wild. The annual Bilderberg meeting is where the world building goes on. I'm reading the chat. Sorry, guys.
But like these, so let's put things into perspective for people. You have Donald Trump. Donald Trump, the man who shut down the economy, who gave you an experimental vaccine, the man who said, take the guns first, then due process. Hey, libertarians, what's up with that, by the way? Aren't you pro 2A? Yo, what's up? Anyhow, I digress again. But, oh, by the way, the guy that put us $7.8 trillion more in debt, spent more money than any president in 4 years, actually spent more money in, within that 4-year period than any president ever in history. But let me throw this guy at you guys. After 3 years, Biden had put us $6.3 trillion in debt. And by the time his term is over, they're projecting another $1.5 trillion, which means he will beat Donald Trump by $100,000.
Grand champ, best president ever. Spend it all, burn it to the ground, ladies and gentlemen. It is going down. Who's your favorite candidate tonight? It is unbelievable. I just got a question for the chat. Did you beat your neighbor in the face for not voting who you wanted to today? Did you think about how your neighbor was going to vote for the other guy and think about how your vote canceled itself out? Did you think about anything other than the fact that you needed to do your civic duty and go vote? I'm being a prick right now, but that's my job. That's who I am. I'm here to talk that shit because everybody else is so nice, bro. I mean, I'm a nice guy. People really know me, but I'm going to start some shit with these grifting motherfuckers who got paid for the last 3 years to switch up and start licking boots of Donald Trump. I mean, why didn't they? I mean, I get the left is so bad. Like, I get that you're so offended by everything the left is doing, but grow a pair and realize this other dude isn't going to save you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm offended by these veterans in this game. Call it hate or spite. I don't give a fuck because I've been here for a long time. I can't get back any traction since they censored and cut off the OGs right before COVID. It started in 2016 as Jason Bassler from the Free Thought Project was laying out this week and all the OGs, and all of a sudden nobody cares. They all are over the fact that the greatest censorship grab happened. Then they locked down the world, and then they're just mind fucking you ever since. And you all are just getting paid and signing all the sponsor deals and want to make fun of people who sell Prime. What the fuck do you think you're doing on your YouTube channel? By the way, buy my fucking shirts because my shit is legit. It's American made. I made it in my backyard. I grew it myself. And I'm not telling you to lick boots and be owned by a master. I'm a little different. And so is Buds over here, by the way. Big shout out to you, bro. You've been a great supporter. I'm lucky to have you. I'm blessed that you had me on here tonight to be a prick. So thank you.
You want to know what? And I'm lucky to have you in my life. And I'm so glad we crossed paths. And I can't even tell you how we crossed paths outside of social media. You know what I'm saying? And it just kind of happened or whatever. And you came on my show last year when you dropped Free the State from Your Mind. And it kind of blew up from there, and I appreciate you and what you're doing because you've been telling the truth for 2 fucking decades in your music and very uncomfortable truths that most people cannot wrap their heads around, but you are doing it, man. And I love you for it every day. Seriously, you are doing it. You guys get on this man's YouTube channel, buy his music. Dude, get this shirt. Get this Dick Cheney shirt. He's a fucking traitor.
Let's have he plays for the Traitors. We got the legendary shortstop for the Pirates, guys. We got the John McAfee hoodie. I mean, this is a legend. This hoodie's premium quality made outside of Bohemian Grove by elves. They made this for me. All my materials they're grown outside of Bohemian Grove. You think it's a fucking game, ladies and gentlemen. It is not a game. I got the Marvin Heemeyer sweatshirt right here.
And he is the brave one. He
is the brave. This is the legend. We got the cards, guys. We got the cards. My man Buds is down. He's getting some cards sent to him along with the album. Hey, speaking of elections, this is the Ray Epps Feds card.
Ooh, that's a J6er right there, boy.
Yep. He's the manager of the Feds. Full stats on the back. Handcrafted, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, why don't they bring this up during the election? The greatest mass shooting in American history, the Stephen Paddock.
Ooh.
Playing for the Patsies. He is the star right fielder for the Patsies. This is Stephen Paddock, ladies and gentlemen. You'll never see anything like this. $8,000 is what this is worth.
Where's the George Bush? We need to see the George Bush.
The George Bush. I got something better than that. This one will get us banned. I mean,
let's get banned. We're getting banned.
Insta ban. We got the Dorner from the Rebels.
Hell yeah. That's my dog right there.
That's right. Full stats on the back. $8,000 on my website. You can buy it. I mean, I won't take Bitcoin. I got the George Bush to go with the Dick Cheney, but we're just having fun, guys, because everyone takes themselves too serious. I don't mean to be that mean, and I'm glad people are getting paid talking about freedom and liberty, but I've had enough of the old school, people who claim to free minds and they just switched up, and it's very corny. And I wonder how they're doing tonight. Are they panicking? Should we check in on their stream? Should we send them a dono?
Yeah, anybody who sold out to Trump, or Harris, either one, please. How you doing tonight, y'all? Because I will not be bought. I will not have my mind taken from me. I learned my lesson long ago about this nonsense. I learned my lesson long ago about the Libertarian Party. Actually, it wasn't that long ago. I learned my lesson about the Libertarian Party this year.
Recently. Yeah. It sucks, man. A lot of my friends, even anarchist friends, are voting, and I don't care. I'm happy for them. Do whatever you want to do. They're not grifting.
Whatever makes you happy, man. Fuck it.
Yeah, they're not making cash on it, with the names. So those people I'll call out because they're getting paid to act like they're, whatever. But anyways, the Libertarian Party, definitely people have a lot of disdain for them right now. Old libertarians, they hate this. They hate them. I think it's hilarious.
Oh, let's see. Oh, Zach Attack's talking some shit. I love it. Hang on, Zach Attack.
Get in here.
Call out the Krasensteins for being a gay and pedophile white dudes for.
Who is that your neighbor's name? We can't be doxing people on here.
No, it's Zach Attack, man. That's Zach Attack, dude. No, my neighbors are awesome leftists who happen to be lesbians, and we smoke weed together all the time.
Love it, bro.
I don't give a fuck how they feel politically, because
that's why we get along.
I don't care. We're not voting out of this, ladies and gentlemen.
That is
it's
why
time
we
to
get
go
along.
out there and love your neighbors and give some peace and love and give back to your communities and get involved. That's
exactly
what we're doing right now.
That statement right there was worth a $900 super chat. That's
what
chat.
We need to be doing right now.
We need a donate for my man Buds in Reality. I'm over here grifting like a pro. You got a sponsor you need to drop, by the way.
Oh my God, yes, we got to pay some bills since we've been into the show for a while. Township Liberation, my man Mike Decentralized. I love him so much. He is doing the Lord's work, I swear to God. He co-wrote a book here, Revival of Common Sense, which happens to be about building local coalitions with people outside of your political world, like whether you're an anarchist or an agorist or a libertarian or a MAGA or a Republican or even Democrats. Hey, Democrats, if you want to join this, please. If you want to learn how to nullify yourselves from the state, first off, read this book. You need to read it. It's 76 pages. You can get through it in a day. There's also workshops that Mike does through Township Liberation on Tuesdays, the X Spaces. The X Spaces he does Tuesdays, noon Pacific, 3 Eastern. I know there's people all over the world. I can't figure out all your time zones. Take it from there. And he also does Thursdays with the Free Patriot Artist on his podcast. 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific. And it's all about decentralization, nullification. Join the workshops, get the books. For all my Trump friends watching right now, Donald Trump is literally using quotes from this book as we speak. I'll put up receipts on my social media after this is done. But they come from this book, like for real.
That's cool. That's very
This
cool.
is awesome. You know, I know, hey, you know, we're not all Trumpers here or whatever, but you know, want to know what? If somebody who's willing to run for office wants to use quotes from a book from people that are just normal, everyday working people, fucking A, man, please.
Yeah, that's great.
Follow Township Liberation at Town Liberation on X, at Town Liberation, or you can just follow Mike Decentralized, Two Free Mike at Two Free Mike. He's literally one of my favorite people in this world right now and doing the Lord's work. He loves the Lord. He loves liberty. And that's how we got to do it. Because, ladies and gentlemen, whether you're religious or not, we need the Lord Jesus Christ in our lives and in this nation to get us through whatever this is going to be. We do. You know, I know a lot of people aren't Christians or whatever. I love Jesus just because he got me through some very, very, very hard times. You know, I almost died in 2022. I almost died again in 2023. I'm still here talking shit with you guys. And that's a God thing.
I love it. And everyone should be allowed to have their own spirituality and not feel threatened by others who have a problem with it. I mean, that's the thing about us, bro. The real libertarians, like the left that they're pimping and playing to vote for Kamala right now, based on that, you know, gay, trans rights and all that stuff. We're the OGs who only welcome them. Libertarians. It wasn't fucking Democrats and it wasn't fucking Republicans. You guys didn't care about individual rights for people to worship who they wanted and or to celebrate their religion or express who they were, you know, sexually. They weren't allowed to do that with Republicans and Democrats. Libertarians, we always welcome them. That's my favorite draw to liberty was the freedom of religion and people being able to, you know, express themselves who they are. If they were gay and wanted to be with someone, whoop-de frickin' do. How does that affect me? But I'm young. We're the Ruby Ridge kids. I remember Republicans and Democrats gave all of them hell.
Oh my God. Like so I grew up hardcore Southern Baptist, right? And so like being gay and gays getting married was a big no-no.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I've always kind of been a free thinker at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And there was actually a time, my sixth grade social studies teacher, who everybody made fun of. His name was Mr. Rudd. He was awesome. Everybody made fun of him, but he's the first one who ever said to me, "Don't trust your government."
Awesome.
Do not trust them.
And it's great you remember that. I love that. Yeah, my older brother is that to me. And he's on the front cover of the vinyl for my album. Because it was the 80s and he was older, you know. He was like a teenager. He was in line at arcades with quarters in his hand and a leather jacket, smokes rolled up, probably 15 in line where a fight might break out because you waited too long for a game. You know, from a whole nother time. But I was an underling looking up to someone like that, wondering how freedom really, how do I be free like that? And it was a mental thing. He just overstood everything. And it's the best way to be. I don't care if people what they believe in, but I hope they can overstand the force-fed political drama because it's so unhealthy. It's not good for you.
Well, political drama is only to keep us divided. Like, that's the thing. Like, let's go to September 12th, 2001. Okay, the day after the towers went down. And never mind, you know, what was behind that. Okay.
Right.
Let's go to a place where September 12th, 2001, it didn't matter if you were a Republican or a Democrat or a third party, you know, Green Party, Tea Party, you know, constitutionalist, libertarian, whatever it was. It didn't matter. You were an American at that point.
Right. That's right. That's
and
true.
So, you know, regardless of, you know, the intentions of 9/11 or whatever it was, we were at a good place in society at that point because we were on a united front.
Yeah. It was very much how we grew up too with like the Cold War. Like, I'm an 80s fanatic. You can hear it all in my music.
Yes.
If people want to really crack open their mind, they'll never expect to do this. But if you go back and listen to all 80s pop music and hear the lyrics, it was deeper than you could ever imagine. They were talking about real shit that was going on in the world. And none of these musicians today have anything to say at all. And these were pop songs, bro. You can hear pop songs in the 80s talking about, oh my God, the planes might fly over tonight. Like, the shit was real. 99 red balloons. You know what I mean? People don't know. They don't know what these songs were about, but this shit was real. And people think they're living in some real shit now. All you're doing is endlessly funding Ukraine to put you in a position way worse than the Cold War ever did. Ever.
Now let's talk about Ukraine for a second.
Let's do it, but let's let everyone know I destroyed that dude on that song, "Fake Rebels," single off my.
Oh, dude, you talking about doing coke on Zelensky's plane and shit?
That's them. And the music video, I put him in there.
Oh God, that was bass, dude. I love it, dude. Your music is.
I love that song.
It's something else. If you guys aren't listening to this, dude, and you're a liberty-minded person, you're doing yourself a disservice. I promise you that.
This is a good album, and I released it on vinyl. This is my first record on vinyl.
You can't tell, I love vinyl. I got some records behind me.
I handcrafted everything. All the cards on the back are real. This is all I had the cards made. This is a real baseball starting lineup card. Like, I made the whole thing. But anyways, they're not talking about nothing. How many of you folks wrote in Zelensky when you voted tonight? That's my question. If you were such a patriot, since all your money goes to Zelensky, why didn't you just write him in to be president of the United States?
Well, I mean, they just did when they voted for Kamala Harris.
There we go.
They just did.
Is Ukraine the 51st state? Because I'm trying to get a free vacation. Come on, Kamala.
I mean, really, Israel's the 51st state, and Ukraine is the 52nd. We'll get into that. But right now, live election coverage coming from the fake news app that I have right now. Donald Trump has 111 electoral votes with 20,574 and sorry, 20,574,550 votes. Harris has 72 electorals with 17,382,637 votes, according to the fake news app that I'm looking at right now.
So who's winning? I don't get it.
What was that?
Who's winning?
Right now, Trump's winning.
All right. Well, do you got like a 49 to 46% or something?
No, it's 111 electorals to 72 electorals.
Okay.
And as of right now, the Senate has 43 seats, and the Republicans have 43 seats. The Dems have 34. And as the House goes, oh, by the way, you need 51 to take the majority. So the Republicans are kind of on the up and up right now. The House only has 62 seats full for the Republicans and 36 for the Dems, and 218 is the tiebreaker. That's just my live election footage for the fake
live
news.
Folks. This is the election coverage you've wanted your whole life. This is CNN and MSNBC wrapped into one. This is like this is election coverage on MTV.
Rock the vote, bitch.
That's us. And we're selling our MTV shirts. We want you to get our Homeboys book. We're here. We're not breaking into commercial breaks. We're just,
there's no commercials. We're
letting you know that we got wax packs of baseball cards that I had handmade. Wax packs. We're letting you know, folks. Dude. You be part of history. Free your mind. Call the 1-800 number now and tell Buds and Reality. We're gonna get we're getting live phone calls on.
I should have set up a WhatsApp for this shit or something.
Bro, we're getting phone calls. We're getting live calls.
I'm not giving y'all my number.
No, we're gonna. I know how to do it. We're gonna have there's other numbers we can get. People can call in. It's gonna be awesome. I appreciate this opportunity though, man, because I want to do more of this and take it to a fun level for everybody to enjoy and help.
We need to have fun with this. There's no other way to have fun with this. Everybody has taken this shit so seriously. But we're not voting our way out of this.
No, not at all.
$36 trillion in debt. We had a president, President Trump in his terms, put us $7.8 trillion in debt. Biden's about to put us about $7.9 trillion in debt. Harris is just going to follow suit because that's all she knows how to do. Yeah. And Trump is just going to do what he does because he's Donald fucking Trump.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about the 51st and the 52nd state.
Yeah.
It's important. It is imperative we talk about this.
My thing before this election, it blew up. But for the last year, I've been, you follow my stuff. People can't see me. I was banned on Twitter. I'm back. I have fought censorship forever. My Instagram is usually always packed. But anyways, I've been on Zelensky for like a year nonstop. I'm not letting that go, dude. For as much money as we give them, he should be at my house washing my car every morning.
Yep.
What a low life. I can't wait till his card comes out.
Honestly, Zelensky not only should be washing cars, he should be offering blowies and rim jobs for all that money we'd be sending over there.
Yeah.
Check this out. Now, let's not forget that they wanted to impeach Trump because he made a phone call to Zelensky. They turned around and sent him hundreds of billions of dollars of taxpayer money.
Yeah. I mean, it's a joke, folks. If you didn't go to the voting booth and laugh like an absolute psychopath today, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I couldn't go in I don't know how you did it, dude. Like, I love today. Today was so fun for me because I'm just deconstructing everything in my mind. If I went to a voting booth, I would laugh the whole time. I would just be like, this is hilarious. Because I used to do it. I mean, I did it. And I remember the first time I went back in like 2004 or something. And I was like, I voted and I was like, can I get my receipt? And they're like, no. And I'm like, all right, what did I just do? This was pretty stupid. And I knew it was stupid, but I voted. It was like, yeah, there's no proof any of you voted. None of you voted. I voted 17 times more than you tonight. I'm more American than all of you.
But this bullshit with Ukraine, though, has been going on. It didn't, all this shit didn't just start, the United States government in 2014, the CIA overthrew the Ukrainian government in 2014.
Yes.
They did this and then put their own people in power. Let it be known, ladies and gentlemen, that every time the CIA overthrows a government, which they have done all over South America, like pretty much Central and South America, all the governments are CIA operatives. And you're telling me right now this shit isn't happening in Ukraine?
Yeah.
You're crazy. Y'all are crazy.
It's insane. The worst part about it is how they got these anti-war folks from when I was growing up on the left to put Ukrainian flags in their bio. You're literally put the flag up of the aggressor. Well, what are you talking about, blooded? What are you talking? They know nothing of the Donbass region or what you just mentioned, bro. They don't know nothing about any of that. That's how this all started. The aggressor is in all their bio. It's disturbing. I'm sick of paying for it. I'm sick of it endangering all my friends' lives. It's so disgusting, dude.
Not to mention that, like, they want to say Russia's the aggressor and doing this, that. I'm no Putin sympathizer by none, but I'll tell you what. Vladimir Putin had warned the United States for many, many years to back off themselves and NATO away from his borders.
Yep.
And he is within his rights to say, hey, I don't want you near my borders. He is the president of his country.
Just
How
like
would
we
America
would
feel if hypothetically Joe Biden or whoever's president at the time said, yo, we don't want you near our borders, and they kept inching and closer? You want to know what would happen? They would get a healthy dose of democracy. That's what happens.
That's what would happen. And this is the guy you can thank, ladies and gentlemen.
Kissinger.
This is one of the many, but you can get this shirt for $7,000. Hit me up. I got it. No, I'm just joking. It's on my website and they're for sale. But yeah, dude, that's why I made this, because of what you're mentioning. It's those names we can't let people forget about, We can't let them forget. And you're absolutely right in bringing up how we got to where we are in Ukraine. It's key. And it's sad to see all those people, because I'm not going to rip on Trumpsters all night. The people on the left are disturbing for supporting the Ukraine. That Zelensky is literally an actor, a failed actor who made a show about being president. Then they made him president. You want to talk about weird? That's the weirdest conspiracy out there, is how Zelensky came to power and what on earth we're doing giving them all that money. It is tinfoil hat on fire topic to me. I love it.
Like y'all want to know why it costs $900 to go grocery shopping? Talk to Ukraine about that, dude. That's because they printed so much money to do that. We don't have money. We are a country almost $36 trillion in debt. Okay? There's no money to give these people. So what they do is they print it, which devalues your dollar, which fucks you every time you go to buy something. Every time. Learn Austrian economics.
Yep.
I'm telling y'all right now, it's something you got to do.
You have to. You have to.
By the way, let's not forget in the late 90s or the early 2000s, Russia tried to join NATO.
Yeah.
Russia literally tried to join NATO, and their caveat was, we got 6,000 nukes. We want to be pushed to the front of the line, and they got laughed off.
Yeah.
They got laughed off. So no shit, they don't want people from NATO around their borders.
Exactly.
No shit.
They tried to play nice. I mean, all that happened again in the 80s as far as, I mean, I don't like government. This is real, what I'm saying, but I understand that communism is basically government itself. But some countries do have it worse than others. That's a fact. And to see communism fall off in Russia was a good thing for free minds and hearts. And it's a shame that we, didn't take that great chance to build, because it was there. If it was regular humans in government, we would have been friends. But we're ruled by absolute psychopath maniacs who literally plotted long ago to do what they did in 2020 and shut down the world, because none of that would have been possible if it wasn't for the Royal Society and the eugenics programs that existed. And medicine is surrounded by it today. You are ruled by these people, and they don't like us getting along. Russia should not be our enemy. Ukraine shouldn't be my enemy. These are just people. People in China are my friends. Their government that doesn't let them think freely is definitely not my friend.
Amen to that. And that's what I say to segue into the next state of the United States that's not part of the 50. I need to put out a little disclaimer, because what I'm about to say is going to piss off a lot of people, but I mean it from a genuine place, and I mean it not to hate Jews. I do not hate Jews. As a Christian, I cannot hate Jews. But what I'm against is the Israel lobby, and we need to separate the two, because those two are not mutually exclusive, okay? The Israel lobby and Jewish people are not mutually exclusive. So what I'm about to say to piss you all off is the United States relationship with Israel is beyond inappropriate. We send them billions of dollars in weapons every year. Every year, billions and billions of dollars and weapons, okay? And now we're sending billions more and more weapons over there to fight wars. Now, why is that a problem? Well, number one, we're $36 trillion in debt. We don't have any money. So when you send money, you're printing it and devaluing my dollar to go grocery shopping or to go buy anything else that I need in society. Same goes for you and anybody else listening. Okay, that's a problem.
Big problem.
The other problem is AIPAC. Anybody you voted for today on your ballot, outside of some libertarians that are on there because they're not in the club, let's be honest. Anybody you voted for in the Uniparty, whether it be Republican or Democrat, is bought and paid for by AIPAC. Bought and paid for. All of it.
Yep.
Another thing. Israel owns the media. Israel owns the music industry. And he who controls the media controls the mind. Jim Morrison said that. Why is that a problem? Well, just for what I just said. That's why it's a problem. You want to know what else is a bigger problem? Not every single one, but a vast majority of the chairs and vice chairs of the Federal Reserve since 1913 are Jews.
Yep.
Okay.
Dual citizenship. Did you get, I mean, that's what I want if I vote. Where's my privilege? Since you said we're pissing people off, right?
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah. I mean, where's my free blue and white flag that grants me all of this ability to play victim and always be right and never be wrong about anything because I have a blue and white magic flag? It's a joke. It's ridiculous. I don't know if you really know this because, you know, we kind of have connected recently, but like what got me started in this was the Iraq war. And I had a friend, I was like, you know, 18, and, you know, as we all are at 18, pretty lost. My mom's like best friend was a nun, and she was from like the streets of Chicago, and she's my homegirl to this day. She's passed on years ago, but she was all about welcoming my rebellion and my attitude. And what really pissed me off way back then with my homeboys was the wall that they built around Palestine.
Yes.
My first mixtape was called Full Blooded The Wall, and it was Pink Floyd The Wall. I redid it in a hip hop form over other people's beats and with skits and everything. But that was it. And I have always been friends with people who were from everywhere. And I just did not appreciate, and still to this day am disturbed by how they treat Palestinians. And I don't care what anyone thinks about it, because no one has any right to anyone else's other property is what it comes down to in natural law.
Private property is everything.
It's everything.
Everything.
It's everything.
Let me throw something in there. Private property is just not about things you own, whether it be your car, your house, you know, a table, a light. It's your body. It is your life.
Yes.
You are private property.
Yes.
You own yourself. You own your life. You own your labor.
Yes, it's true. And that's how you can like learn to love yourself and other people again, because you want the same for them. You want them to feel how empowering it is to own and rule yourself. You want that for other people. So you leave them alone. And if you don't, you're a prick. You're evil. You are things that we can't say. You're bad. You're bad, bad dude. I don't want to mess with you. And I don't think you should have the right to perpetually play victim and just always be right when you're fucking wrong. You can't take other people's shit. Commies are commies. Thieves are thieves. Crooks are crooks. People should be allowed to stand up for themselves and own their own self. Like you were saying, it's ridiculous.
Which is crazy. But like the Israel lobby goes deep, though. It's not just about money. Seriously, think about this. I'm looking at it on my phone right now. CDC director, Rochelle Walensky. CDC deputy director, Ann Shukat. CDC director, Washington office, Jeff Rexick. Oh, by the way, Janet Yellen, Secretary of Treasury. Oh, let's see. Former director of CIA, David Cohen. Attorney General, Merrick Garland. The list goes on. These people are all Jewish.
And you got to ask you.
We are not the United States of Israel, ladies and gentlemen. This is the United States of America. If you want to know why the fuck we are so connected to Israel, that's why. That's why. Is because they have so much relevance in our media and in our government and in our government systems that, you know, we sound like anti-Semites when we say this stuff, but the reality is we are against the lobby that comes with it. I don't hate Jews. I can't reiterate that enough. But like we literally need to be against the lobby that it comes with, because it's getting ridiculous. Like
it's been ridiculous, dude. We're probably their state. So I in my album, I had that song Courage to Question. It's about history. Like I'm big into conspiracies. Politics is nice, but what you're talking about leads into like bigger topics I like, which is conspiracy of control, history, all that shit. So I encourage anyone out there to crack their mind open and really ask themselves what on earth is with the connection of Israel and the United States. And you're going to run into a lot of so-called crazy talk about the history of America, but I'm starting to think it's probably true, which is, you know, I don't know if you've heard anything about like the Bible's history actually being here in America, and the Nile is the Mississippi, and that's why they built the pyramid in Memphis, You know that stadium that's there?
I don't know anything about that.
Okay. Well, it goes with the Native Americans and the tribes of Israel. I know you've heard the 5% African American guys, especially in the old Wu-Tang, Nas stuff.
Yes.
The 5% topic is I won't speak on it. I'm not one and I don't study it, but ancient Israelites believe America is the promised land. It was here. This was the place. It all happened here. And that's why they say they're, the original man born here. It's cool shit. I don't know nothing about it. My relatives, who knows where we're all from, but I think America's history is a complete lie.
Yes.
Because
we know for a fact that it's a lie.
Well, the craziest part is the Revolutionary War. I've always been a student of the Civil War and the Revolutionary War growing up. I'm full-blooded Irish. That's why my name is Blooded the Brave. My mom used to tell me that, 65% of the people that died in the Civil War were all Irish. When I was a baby, she would teach me on my heritage. I'm adopted, so she wanted me to know my heritage. So I've always been obsessed with the Civil War and the Revolutionary War. But the weirdest part is the Revolutionary War, who came out on top. It's just so weird. It was the Enlightened Brothers, and then they gave birth to this nation. And it fits every Masonic motif, every fake God version. You know what I mean? It's like anti-biblical. So I feel like they rewrote our history in America. I don't know if that's true, but I love the conspiracy of my new album leads off with the song Mammoth Cave, which is about giants in America, because there's plenty of headlines in 1880s where people were digging up 15 feet long people as we were going out west and trailblazing, which is the name of my last song on the album. It's all deeper. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything is deeper than people think, but I'm here to take people along a journey and have them think about that. But America's history is fascinating to me. I totally believe there were giants here, that we dug them all up. I don't know what the real history of the Native Americans is. I love the Wild West. I don't even know about how much of that is true anymore. I don't know. It's wild.
Well, I mean, it's hard to believe anything. Real quick though, Grumpy Gnome.
I love it.
Grumpy Gnome. The original Americans were gnomes. You're probably right, sir.
For real.
You're probably right.
For real. I believe in gnomes and fairies and all that stuff.
Zack Attack. The Constitution Convention of 1787 was a counter-revolution. Yes. Well, when we speak of American history, a lot of us, go back to the Lincoln days, right? And a lot of us were told that Abraham Lincoln was, the great emancipator, that, he freed the slaves and whatever, right? But what Lincoln really was a racist tyrant who did not want black people and white people mingling at all. And as a matter of fact, wanted to deport them back to Liberia and or Africa, to get them out of here. It wasn't just a free the slaves things. And if you want to be real honest, slavery was never abolished. It was nationalized. See taxation.
Fact.
Seriously.
Yep. It's disturbing, all of it. No one knows. So like when people get factually based about history and everything, I really don't like that. I don't appreciate that. I think it's weird because no one knows. In my song Courage to Question, I talk about how, the victors write the script. The history books are written by the winners. The rest are cooked for dinner, and you'll never know, because the winner's main goal and objective is to promote their own agenda of absolute total control over the human spirit. And I love you all, but you all are better than where we're at now. We're getting there though. I mean, I'm telling you, the media doesn't have that much sway anymore. Tonight's going to be funny because people don't even they just don't watch the media, man. Like they're on YouTube, and that's cool. There's Trump people on YouTube. There's Democrats on YouTube, and God love all of them. But I really, again, don't like the ones that used to claim individual self-ownership and then all of a sudden want to just hitch onto this wagon of this guy because he's popular. Like, you know what I mean? They owe Donald Trump some money. Like, if they're going to talk about him so much.
Right. My thing about we see it all the time on X, right? And there's a reason why people have, 100K plus followers. And there's a reason why there's people like me who have like 3,600 followers, right? And that's because the people with all the followers are probably grifting. Most likely, one way or another, have pulled the grift to get what they're getting, and that's that. Somebody like me is going, and somebody like you is going to be honest, unmerciful, and in your face. We are going to tell you exactly what the state is. Take it or leave it.
I like it. Unmerciful.
And that's that.
Yeah.
And I will stay at the bottom of the algorithm in the pits of the basements of hell.
That's where we're from, baby. From the bottom.
With the rest of y'all.
Yeah.
Because I am going to bring you the most honest and unmerciful truth that I can.
We want to be
wrong before. Yes, 100%.
We want to be with the real. We want to be with the real. We want to be with you guys, the real. It's just nobody says it, so I'm gonna be that guy. I'm a rapper. I'm a former basketball player. I come from competitive field. I'm here for all the smoke. Everybody thinks they're too old to talk shit. I'm not. I'll say the shit, and they can get your bread, but don't. I made my song "Fake Rebels," and it was about Rage Against the Machine and Green Day and all the other fake, punks in music. And it was all about all those other people too, who want to claim self-ownership and sovereignty and freedom. But then they want to put kids in cages to support the war on drugs. And I mean, I get the left's that bad, but you guys got to ease up or you're going to get a lot of shit talked your way, and be ready for it. But they won't care. They'll just defend it with, well, the left's that bad, I had to vote for Trump. Okay, cool. Well, I don't have to come steal your property. You're enabling crooks and killers. Stop it. Please stop it.
Yes. You like seriously. At this point in juncture in our world, in the United States, we're ruled by narcissistic psychopaths who have an endless supply of money. And by the way, they have nukes.
Yeah.
And all the weapons they need. Right.
Yeah.
This is not a good combination.
Yeah,
this is not a good combination at all. You can't give narcissistic psychopaths an endless supply of money and weapons. What good is that? What good is that going to bring besides more war? Literally. And then you have the Republicans who have been bitching about the Ukrainian war, for the past 2 years or whatever it may be. But then, Israel comes along and, we got to defend Israel. Okay, well, why?
Yeah,
please
why?
Tell me why.
Yeah.
Why do we have to send our money and children there to die?
Yeah.
There's no reason for it. Enough already.
Yeah.
We have there's literally fucking 700 bases, 700 plus bases, military bases in the Middle East, most surrounding Iran. Tell me how the United States would feel if there was that many military bases by foreign enemies. Tell me what would happen and how that would go.
Exactly.
Please.
Exactly.
Learn the term blowback, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Read Enough Already by Scott Horton. Read Fool's Errand by Scott Horton. Scott Horton is the greatest anti-war activist that ever lived and walked this fucking planet.
He's a walking encyclopedia.
He's so smart and knows his shit.
I know.
His book Provoked, I don't know if it's out yet or not. I need to get it and get him on immediately.
That would be awesome.
As soon as I read it. I talked to him. He came on after I read Enough Already.
That's badass, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
Badass. Congrats, bro. You put in that work. You deal with all the sponsor stuff and all that hard stuff. Podcasting world, I've never done it, man. I've done it. I'm an art. You can see I do everything with art and liberty. Podcasting, I have a friend who tried it and he learned a ton, and his was in a different field. It was in books, like sci-fi books.
Yeah.
And it was incredible what he learned and like what you got to go through. People don't know, but again, it's the new media. It's exciting. It's badass. It's a big deal. And I mean, it's not a game. You put a lot of work into it. Everybody has their own lives. Like, that's the thing. They don't know what it took to make the Marvin Heemeyer baseball card. But I did it because I love it. It took a lot of time, just like your show. You love it, bro.
I love this so much.
Yeah. And I hope people out there listening can feel that, hear that. That's why I mess with you, why I support you. I resonate with people like that. I hope my listeners will support you, show you more love. All we can do is try. I'm grateful for the friends and fans that I got. I know you are, but if we uplift each other and shout each other out, then that's the part that does, it's part of like, it's hard. We're all busy, and it's really hard to support one another on the internet when everyone, like, I've been a brand when most of these dudes who are podcasting were in high school. Right. You know what I mean? My version of a podcast we did is we recorded it on tape, ran it back through Alex Jones quotes, stuffed them in envelopes, handed them out at protests. Like, I'm from another time before this all came to life. So I just want people to know, I know how much it takes to do it today. And I got to give you a big shout out for even supporting me and having me on, dude. Because most people won't. I appreciate
that. Like, this is an easy life. And as a matter of fact, like, I was signed to a record label for a minute there for about a few months. I had a record label that was backing me or whatever, and they did not care for my content so much. And that was that. Like I said, you can't talk about Jews. That I'm being dead serious. So you
insta ban. Yeah.
Like, you can't do it. Like, Kanye was right. Kanye, as crazy as he is, which I would love to talk to him on my show someday. I would love to be big enough for him to just come on and pick his brain, because he wasn't wrong. You can't.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't wrong.
You can't. Like, now, as far as the Hitler shit goes, and he went a little too far with it.
That was a joke. Did you see my Halloween post about the Netanyahu?
Yeah.
It was. He knew. Okay. So you know why he wore that mask? He couldn't be memed. He said the most inappropriate jokes ever on Alex Jones, and he wore the mask so there could never be a meme of his face saying it, bro. Like, he's smart. He's been to war. He studied. They locked him down, put him in the gurney. They took him off. He's lucky to be.
They took $500 million from him. They took endorsements. They took everything for him because he spoke against them, which is exactly why I'm not with my record label anymore.
Yeah.
You can't talk about it.
Yeah, you can't.
Even though I give my disclaimer every time, hey, yo, I don't hate Jews. I hate the lobby. But no, it doesn't matter. You cannot talk about them at all.
No, you can't. But it doesn't matter, because look at being your own media. Like, Kanye went back and put it out on his own, and people support it, just like your show. Like, well, people put out their own stuff and support it, and that's the most amazing part about what's going on right now, dude. It's awesome. So many people in our world are like making their own products. Like, I wish there was a great website so I could see all the like freedom fighters who got businesses, and I'd love to just shop just with them for like my soap. You know what I mean? Like, all my stuff made by free minds. God, that would be badass. Start our own. I swear there was one back in the day. There was like a Libertyville website market back in the day.
Get with me, because actually, to be quite honest with you, Township Liberation is working on something along those lines. So
it'd be awesome.
It's going to be people with smaller accounts who don't have all the, the hoorah behind them, but because we're not grifting ass motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying?
And they got a product or a service they want to advertise or something.
Yes.
Like, yeah, dude. Like, I mean, I will advertise someone on one of my albums. I will shout you out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's weird. I love it. I'm hyped that we did this, dude. I think it's amazing. I'm hyped for everyone to get past this election and get back to what they love. I hope y'all can laugh at all the divide and the vitriol. And if someone is genuinely mad at you, just chill out, smile at them, tell them you really don't wish them any harm. You're sorry they voted and they hate you, but I don't hate you. I'm not falling into that. You know what I mean?
Right. I used to fall into that. I'd be like, oh, you're a raging Democrat. I'm a never Dem. I'm a never Dem in my entire life. I went from neoconservative to libertarian to straight up anarchist because I learned a lesson a few years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But you used to be like that. You used to be like that, like vitriolic when they were vitriolic towards you.
Oh, yeah. And I've gotten into plenty wars with people, and and still to this day, I have people who don't talk to me for years and years because of something that happened, years ago. And that's fine, whatever. Such is life. But we have to move past this. We're all better than this. We're more alike than we are different. Seriously, most everyone, whether they're Republican, Democrat, Libertarian, Green Party, Tea Party, Constitutionalist, whatever other parties out there, independent, most people just want to live their lives and be left alone to raise their families.
Exactly.
They really do. They want to go to work. They want to be able to afford things. They want affordable housing. They want, they want groceries to be attainable. They want, gas to be, affordable. People just want things to be kosher.
And we want that for them. Nice word.
Yes, absolutely.
Boom, ladies and gentlemen. We are approved by your local APAC. We're gonna have them on for a sponsor.
That's right. I would love to talk to APAC. Actually.
Yeah, we're here to break bread and we're here to build. But no. This is awesome. What do you think's gonna happen tonight or tomorrow? Give me some predictions.
I don't think we're gonna have an answer till at least the weekend.
Oh my God.
I don't think we're gonna be there.
That's crazy.
I don't think it's gonna go.
You think it's gonna be that close? You think it's gonna be that close?
Well, we're already seeing stories of, certain districts and counties and shit having to recount ballots.
Okay. Yeah.
In which is totally disgusting. Can we just go back to paper ballots and counting them by hand like we used to? Because we didn't have this bullshit 30 years ago, 20 years ago. We didn't have this shit.
The voting machines are too important. But so your prediction is we're not going to know until the weekend.
At least.
Okay. Now, my prediction is we're going to know tomorrow, and tomorrow night they might solidify it. Now, what's your prediction as far as who wins? Oh, shit.
It's so close.
I'm like you. I don't think it's going to be a landslide. I think that there's shenanigans everywhere.
It's going to come to Pennsylvania. I believe all the news media outlets when it says it comes to Pennsylvania. Trump is not winning Michigan. I'm telling you, get the guys that right now. Trump will not win Michigan. We are full-blown blue communist here. It's not happening. As far as the fake news goes, they're saying that, Pennsylvania is going to be the swing. That's going to be the one that, decides it all.
You don't know who's going to win. I don't kind of know either. Do you know? Do you have a prediction of who might win?
I think Trump's going to squeak it out.
I would think he would win in a landslide.
And that's not happening.
No, I would think that because of, and I've studied politics forever. So one would surmise that because Kamala didn't get, she didn't get a proper campaign. She just came out of nowhere. So Dems didn't even get to choose someone. So she should get swept, but I don't think that will be the case. I think if Trump wins, he's going to squeak it out. If he wins,
it's going to be a squeaker. It's going to come down to one of the swing states. I don't know which one. Most say it's going to be Pennsylvania. Zach Attack says Chase Oliver is going to win the Electoral College.
Okay. Yes. No,
he's going to win the Trans to Kids College. That's what he's going to win.
My man Vermin Supreme is going to win the Electoral College.
I liked Vermin Supreme, and I wish I had him on.
Trying to get a free pony, yo. That's my G. He's got the hat on his head. That's my guy. Vermin Supreme is the only politician I resonate with anymore.
You want to know what? Vermin Supreme might be the only real libertarian.
Yeah, he is. He makes such a he's kind of my hero with all those other guys. I'm here to make a mockery of all of it, and I love him for doing that. But anyways, what'd you say? You said so. Okay. So do you think anything is going to happen after they announce a winner?
Yes, I do. Unfortunately, and by the way, I'm not endorsing any of this. So feds, fuck off. Don't come to my house.
No, we're here for peace and freedom and people to not hurt each other and keep.
But really, in theory, I don't think either side's going to be able to handle losing.
Okay.
And we might see real violence in the streets.
That would suck. I hope not. I'm going to fight tooth and nail with you to prevent that, bro.
No. I don't want to see that at all.
Yeah, no, that's our calling, dude. We're here to not enable that and keep status as much. So we don't even support status, but I do a lot of work to help status cope. You know what I mean? That's my music. I'm here to help status not go at each other because I don't want to get caught in the melee.
Well, like at the end of it, like, why are you willing to go to war
Yeah.
with somebody who doesn't even know your fucking name?
Mm-hmm.
They don't know your name.
They don't know
your family. They don't know what you do for a living. They know nothing. They don't know your address. They are not your friend. Like, why are you willing to take up arms for somebody who doesn't even know your name? That's ridiculous.
Yeah, you're right, man. You're right. It is ridiculous. Everybody, we hope you heed our words regarding this and don't fall into their traps of hate. If you want a reminder, press play on any one of my songs. They're about that. Don't go that far. Pull yourself back in. Check yourself, because it's bigger than politics. Life is beautiful. It's full of endless gifts. Don't fall. I hope, man. I hope none of that happens. But you think it could happen? Interesting.
I really do. Just because, dude, people are fucking crazy, man. It's getting worse, dog. Like, straight up, I went to work today.
I know.
I worked in Dearborn Heights, Michigan. There was gunshots a couple blocks from my job.
Yeah, it's weird.
Straight up.
Weird.
Straight up.
It's
I don't know why there was gunshots.
It's weird.
There were definitely gunshots. It was quite obvious because it was close enough to hear it.
Yeah. I'm in the city. I'm 15 minutes from the woods, and in the city's blowing up. It's way crazier. But I think a lot of people moved to the Midwest too, from COVID. So I knew that would happen. I knew the Midwest would eventually blow back up, and it will. It's getting big. But I don't know. I hope people don't buy into it. The only thing that could, I think, the reason that the left might not go crazy if Trump wins is because, again, they know deep down Biden was silly and a joke, and Kamala didn't get a lot of airtime. Like, she's not. They don't really have it. You know what I mean? They had an affection for Obama and other politicians, but she's just
he
like
was never chosen.
No, bro. So I don't know if people
democracy to their voters.
I don't know if people will go the distance for her. Is what so the kids call it crashing out. I don't know if the left is ready to crash out for Kamala. I don't think so. I hope not. Now, if they do, it's probably force-fed, fake, stage stuff. Everybody should remember I said that, because I don't know if do you think Democrats have that investment in her? I don't feel like they feel that attachment towards her or affection. But I guess what you're saying is what everyone says is the left hates Trump that much. It doesn't matter whoever they have. They just hate Trump. The left just hates Trump. So they might do some crazy shit because they hate Trump that much. Right? That's what you're saying.
If they're going to do some crazy shit, they better learn how to use some fucking guns that they're so afraid of and want to outlaw.
Yeah, I know, but we'll check. We'll hold up there. Allegedly, folks, we're using all the words. Allegedly.
But no, seriously, man.
All lines are open.
Oh my God.
It's great, dude.
But these people did not give their voter base democracy, which they are the party of democracy. We have to save our democracy. We have to save the democracy, right? That's been the whole thing, right? It's either democracy or infanticide, one or the other. And it's like, the left is like, hey, man, we don't care if the world's on fire as long as we can murder our children.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Yeah. Ouch.
Wow. Well,
I know.
That's cool. Well, you know what? I need to throw something out there when it comes to that. Infanticide outside of, life of mother, rape, incest is gross. It really is. And it's the ultimate violation of the NAP.
Yeah.
The non-aggression principle, because that child did not aggress against anybody. They didn't do anything to deserve that. Whatever. I put it out there. Whoa. Whoops.
Yeah. People can have their own opinions. Whoa. That's what we're here for. It's great, dude. No. And I'm not judging anyone by anything. Who am I to judge? Like you said, bro, you're a God-loving person. I am too. And one of the best things that's ever taught me is, like, I'm here to, like, pray for my own forgiveness and other people's forgiveness. And I'm not here to judge people. That's not my job.
That's right. And
it makes my life a lot more peaceful. And I get to focus on things that bring me joy instead,
Amen.
It's weird.
And just because of the fact I rock a dick and nuts between my legs means I really don't have a say in that, and that's up to God to deal with.
Yeah, for sure. Right. And that's that's the thing that welcomes people about real libertarian values, and why it's a great place to meet people, welcome people to hang out with your libertarian friends, because we're pretty we're pretty cool, pretty open-minded, pretty non-judgmental, pretty loving, pretty down to earth. You know what I mean? It's the best. Shout out to everybody who's watching this, who's ever listened to my music, whoever follows you on your Twitter. You're all free-minded individuals that I am grateful exist in the world. And I hope all of you like check out my stuff, holler at me. I lost a lot of my contacts on Twitter when I got
they
banned.
nuked your ass. How many followers did you have when they nuked you?
I mean, I was at like 9,000 on Instagram and like 6 on Twitter. My YouTube I've always had a based YouTube. I have a ton of music videos, but it was really social media. And my Facebook, I nuked my Facebook. They nuked my Twitter because of the Hong Kong protest, which the Hong Kong protest had everything to do with COVID. We'll have another talk about that sometime.
We will. But I know you got to get up early for work, man. I don't want to keep you forever.
All good. I appreciate it.
But freestyle with me before we go.
Yo, I'm not free.
No, we ain't freestyling. But you want to know what? We ain't going to freestyle.
Okay.
But there is a chorus in one of your songs that resonates me in all my life, in everything. And it's part of my election playlist.
Let's play it. Can you play it in the background, or can I play it?
I really don't know how to do
it. Is it We Are the Brave?
Yes.
Yeah. So what do you love that? You have the hook more memorized than me. But anyways, yeah, it's We Are the Brave and Not Afraid. That
we are the brave and not afraid of breaking the walls out of the cage. We are the few that whoa, I just fucked that up.
No, you got it. We are the brave and not afraid. And
breaking the walls out of the cage. We are the few that that's not.
They are the few who rule
us
all.
They are the few that rule us all. Yes, they are cruel. They should fall. They hold.
Can you hear that? What I just played? Could you hear that?
What's that?
Can you hear that?
No.
Okay. All right.
I don't hear anything.
No, but I'm going. You ready?
Yep.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. Brave and not afraid, and breaking the minds out of the cage. They are the few who rule us all.
Yes, they are cruel.
And they will fall.
They almost have
those who lie.
Those who lie.
It's the time.
Hang them high in their ties. To watch them play in the wind. We are the brave and we will win. We fucked that all up. I'm taking off my hat because I'm hotter.
I watch him sway in the wind. We are the brave and we will win. Yes.
Dude.
They hold them high.
That song gets me fucking pumped, bro.
Everybody go check out We Are the Brave. That's the name of the album by me, Blooded the Brave, produced by my homeboy Yosh, Bottom Crate Beats, original DJ. So check this out. The guy who made my new album, The Beats, he made the last 3 albums, right? Don's Guns. That's my homeboy, my OG DJ, Don's Guns. Him and my boy Yosh is Bottom Crate Beats. They used to DJ freshman year in high school and were the illest DJs in my town. And I would carry their crates and I would beg them to play a certain song. And it would, but you got to let DJs be. And and now they make beats for me. And it's a blessing. And shout out to Bottom Crate Beats for that badass song that you love. We are the brave and not afraid, and breaking the minds out of the cage. Yeah.
They are the few that rule us all. Yes, they're cruel. They should fall. They hold them high. Those who lie, I'll hang them high in their tie. Watch them sway in the wind.
We are the brave and we will win.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Mama G.
Yeah.
That was yes. I'm gonna do a show live up by you. I'm gonna perform. It's happening. I'm gonna start doing some shows, but let's go. We're gonna go live again more often.
We're going to do this 100. I'm going to go live all the time now. I got this.
Good.
I seem to have a grasp on it.
I'll jump in.
Anybody from MPLF that's listening right now, they do a thing here in Michigan, the Peace and Liberty Festival. If you could come here and perform that, I will be your hype man with a Flavor Flav clock. And
I will. I'm all about it. I'm all about it this summer. I'm all about it. I appreciate it, dude. Let's go. Everybody dial the 1-800 number right now. Get your baseball cards. Get your Ray Epps. Get your Stephen Paddock. Get your I got the David Hall rookie card. I got the t-shirts on my website. The album is out now. I appreciate you having me on. We got all the cards on t-shirts or hoodies. But let's see what happens tomorrow. Who knows? Maybe we're going to have to go live every day from now on.
We might just have to do this all the time. I want to do this all the time. If I could do this for a living, oh my God.
Just wait. Just wait.
But my man, thank you for your time. You have a great night. Fuck the state. Fuck everything that comes with it. I love every single one of you who listens to this show, who fucking sponsors it, who just gives us any type of attention whatsoever. We are the minority at this point, but here's your red pill, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, your red pill is the minority is always the one who's brought the change. Always. Always. Peace, love, and liberty, y'all. Good night. It doesn't matter who wins. Go live your lives. Go make your money. Go love your families and your neighbors. I love you. And boom.
Did you hit stop?
I did. I think so.
Oh, it's great.
Woo!
I don't even know.